for people listening that might be like, I want to get into this, like where do I start? Like what are the options for like someone who say maybe has a house deposit, maybe doesn't have a house deposit? Like is there options for sort of everyone? Or?
Yeah, some people, especially like training courses, that try to hook you in and say you don't need any money to get started. You do. It might not be your own money, that's the thing, but you do need some money to get started. And you know, you can go down the traditional route with you buy a house with a deposit that you've saved up or somebody's lent to you, and you can, you know, if you're starting off and it's your first house, you can just buy a house on a normal residential mortgage with like a 5 to 10% deposit and crack on with it. If it's a second home or you're setting it up as a business, you buy it as a buy-to-let mortgage and you can use an interest-only mortgage and it's a lot cheaper. There's also like platforms like Crowd Property where if it's something you want to do as a business, they'll lend you 70% off the house value or the site value, but they'll also lend you 100% of the development value. Now you're paying a premium for it, you're paying 10% returns, but if it's something that you can clearly see you're going to make money on, it's an option.
That's interesting too, the fact they're lending 100%. It's very difficult to get 100% of a... You'll not get a mortgage at 100%?
No, but they'll lend you 70% off the house. So you'll still have to put, 30% down. Yeah. It's 100% of like developing, or flipping or something like that.
I think that's a lot. One thing I didn't even really realise that was you never get like, you go to get your mortgage of the house, but it's not for the full value of the house. It's only for say like 80% of it.
Yes.
And the same with like buy to let, isn't it? Only 75%.
75%. If you're buying your own house, you should be able to get 90% off it. Maybe a bit more.
Buy to let.
Off a residential, just your own.
Oh right.
Mortgage. It's usually a 5 to 10% deposit at the minute.
Yeah, and then like, say someone was looking to start up, like what's probably the best option for that? If they wanted to say like flip a house or alternatively buy a house to rent.
Well, once they've got the money for it and go. It's really just learning what the process is. So learning, you need to know beforehand your budget, what things are going to cost. You need to find that out. You need to be able to know how much it is to like rewire a 3-bed semi if that's what you're doing, or replumb, how much is gas boiler, all things like that. And then understanding what order the trades come in. And then just really taking action is the main thing. You just have to do it, and you'll learn as you go if you mess up. And also trades are really good with saying, what are you bringing me in here for? Like, it's not me next to the electrician should be in. They'll kind of guide you along about who's next and who you need. Especially if you get like, I have a great group of tradesmen who will like help and offer solutions and recommend people along the way. So as long as you're willing to go and talk to people and take some action, that's all you really need, that and a bit of money.
Like even on the renovation side of it as well, like so say you have like your deposit, like how much would you suppose you'd also need the money sitting to like put into the house? Like,
if you're just doing it the traditional route, you do. One of them, when I was training, there was all this thing about, use other people's money. And I was like, what does that mean? But it could even mean, and I know this sounds risky in some circumstances, I had the money there, but I thought I'm going to use a 0% like credit card and see how that goes, because like £10,000 on this, and I ended up buying supplies and showers and kitchens on that. And then when I sold the house, I just paid it back. Now I had the money there, it was a safety net, but it was just to kind of see how that went. So people use different options, and especially if you can get a loan from somebody who doesn't necessarily want a huge return on it.
I suppose that benefits you then too in the future whenever you are using the likes of a credit card. It's like building your credit score, making it better and better. So obviously the next time you do go to get, it's going to be like you're going to get a better rate and stuff.
And also if you can, some people are really afraid of debt, but there's good debt. And also use one that gives you a mile, so when you have the house flipped, you can actually go on holiday somewhere with the points.